Hello, I'm Dr. Colin Farrelly of Foyle Hospice, and I'm going to talk today about what hospices do. What is there available to help you if you have an illness that's going to limit your life, an illness that weakens you, limits your mobility, cancers, lung diseases, Parkinson's disease or multiple sclerosis, that sort of thing. Now, each individual hospice has different services for different people, but there are some things most hospices provide. The three main ones are help for you at home, help for you in a day hospice where you come in for a few hours and then go home, and help for you as an inpatient where you stay overnight. That's a bit like being in hospital, only nicer. The first main one is help at home. Hospices have nurses, specialist nurses, who will visit you in your own home. Now, these nurses are specially trained in palliative care, and they're different from district nurses. They do different things, have different skills. They're mainly advisors, and they'll visit you like your family doctor might. They'll help with your symptoms. You might have breathlessness or pain or nausea, things like that. They'll help with the psychological problems you might have in dealing with an illness. They can talk you through what you might expect in the future, how your illness might run its course, for example. And they help a lot with talking to your family. Many patients aren't used to talking about serious illness. They'd shy away from it, discussing even with their loved ones, So our nurses can help a lot with that kind of communication, but always in the way that you want it. They'll also keep in touch with your family doctor about your medicines maybe, or the dosages, that kind of thing. And you can ring them up too to ask for advice, so you don't have to feel alone or frightened. So that's hospice home care. The next is day hospice. Now, I should say, not every hospice has a day hospice unit, but many do. And you come in there for a few hours. There's specialist nurses there too, often the hospice doctor too. You can come in just to get out of the house and have lunch. You know how it is when you're not so well. It helps to get out and see others. Or you might come to the day hospice for something as simple as getting your hair done, or something medical like a blood transfusion. You might have a consultation with the doctor about some new problem. Does this ache in my arm mean anything, doctor? You might do a session on managing breathlessness. You might speak with a chaplain, that sort of thing. Different hospices have different services. Some might have, say, reflexology or acupuncture. Some might not. You can ask at your own one what they have that might help you. Some people come to day hospice once a week, some once a month, some just whenever they feel the need. It all depends on the individual patient. That would be you. And that's day hospice. Inpatient care is next. That's where a patient comes to stay in the hospice, like being in hospital. Hospices will help you by bringing you in to get you as good as you can be got, regarding pain or mobility or nausea, that sort of thing, and then getting you home again. This can take a few days, sometimes a few weeks, depending on how you are. And hospices do care for the dying, of course, and you'll be supported by both your own family and experienced nurses and doctors. So as well as these main three things, home care, day hospice and inpatient, there are other ways hospices can help. Bereavement, for example, for both adults and children. Grief's difficult, and it's very difficult to face it alone. Any of you have suffered bereavement before know what I'm talking about. And then there's care of carers. If your loved one's ill and you're dealing with both your own distress and theirs, you might do with some support from an experienced nurse, say. Hospices have often these available. We here at Foyle Hospice do, for example, and I know others do too. So that's a short description of what hospices do. If you'd like further information, ask at your local hospice or contact us at Compassionate Communities. Thanks for watching.